You're right guys, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd kick off my BMX content of the year with a bike check so you guys can get an idea of what I run, and a lot of this setup will stay the same apart from obviously the components that wear down, so like the grips, the pedals, the chain, you know, stuff like that, but that will change throughout the year. But the rest of this will stay the same, and I will put all of the parts in the description down below if you guys are interested in any of the parts that I'm running. And if you do want to purchase them yourself, I'll put like links in the description down below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Right guys, I thought I'd start with the front end. So to kick it off, I've got Salt Plus HQ bars in chrome. They are 9.5 rise by 28 wide. They do come 30 wide, but I do like to cut my handlebars down to 28 for bar spins, and also if they're short, I feel like I've got better maneuverability on the bike. The stem I've got is a jet fuel Stranger Haze stem, 50mm reach, which is sort of in the middle. I have run Sunday freezes which have been about 48mm, but this one's nice and comfortable. And the headset I'm rocking is a T77 integrated headset with a higher rise top cap. This is my mate Tyler's BMX company. He's a really sound BMX mechanic, and he's actually helped me out with this bike quite a bit. Like he put in a new bottom bracket for me, and he actually recently rebuilt my rear wheel, which I'll get into in a little bit. And the forks I'm rocking are Sect V4 Forks, 28mm offset, again in chrome. These are super solid forks, and from a company called Colt, you would have thought they would have been a little bit heavier, but they're actually quite light and super rigid. Had no problems with them at all. So moving on to the wheel, I've got a Total Tech V2 female front hub laced to a G Sport Birdcage Rim, and these are Source double buttered rainbow spokes. Super solid wheel, and this hub I've actually had for a couple of years now. This has been on a lot of my park setups, and I thought, you know what, I've had no issues with it, let's put it on the street bike, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. And the tyre I've got is a BSD DonnaSqueek 2.25 in the front and in the back. These are super solid tyres. I've had no issues with them, and they do actually last a little bit longer. I used to run Fit FAS, but they wore down quite quickly, and the PSI I run is about 75 PSI. I used to run about 85, 90 because I was a proper park rat back then. But one of my good friends, Jamie, he actually recommended to drop the PSI down a little bit. And yeah, honestly, best decision I've ever done. Like, everything's a little bit easier on my wrists, and you still get a solid feel, you know, when you're in park, flat and such like. Right, moving on to the juicy part, which is the middle bit. So the frame is a Colt 2 Short Anthony Panzer frame in 20.5. Honestly, it's a short frame, but it's still quite responsive, and for my height as well, it just fits. The chainstay is 12.5 slammed. Even though I haven't got it slammed, I'm probably 12.8 right now, just to make the bike a little bit longer and, you know, a little bit more stable. And the head tube actually on this is quite aggressive, so 75.5, so it's a little bit taller, but I do like that. It just feels more stable in the air. Moving on to the cranks, so I have WeThePeople Logic 22mm 48 spline cranks. I'm currently running 170mm. On all of my other bikes, I used to run Vocal Valentines in 175s, but I feel like 170s are a little bit better because you're closer to the bike and they just feel more stable, and especially being 22mm as well, because I'm a little bit of an aggressive rider still, so I like to have things a bit beefy. And the pedals, BSD Safaris, can't go wrong with those. I've been running BSD Safaris now for about 6 years. Like, they're the only pedals that I trust now. Like, I've run Colony pedals, tall order pedals before, they just didn't feel as good as the BSD Safaris. Highly recommend them, honestly, solid pedal. And the sprocket is a Shadow Conspiracy 28 tooth sprocket. It's guarded because, funnily enough, I did actually try 4 pegs on this bike before. That's the reason why I bought the guarded sprocket. Didn't work out, but this, you know, having a guarded sprocket can't hurt, especially if, you know, you throw your bike a little bit, which I am doing because I'm going through the phase again where I'm learning new stuff, but my bike, you know, falls a little bit more. And honestly, super solid. Moving on, so the chain we've got is a tall order Freestyle 510 chain. Had it for about 2 years, still keeps tension. I don't know how. I thought it'd be worn down to crap, but it still runs. And you can't see it in there quite well, but the bottom bracket is just a standard BSD Mid 22 BB. Can't really go wrong. And the seat is a Federal Tye Dye seat with a BSD XL post, all pivotal, you know, so I can do angles on it and stuff. I run it about a fist height because it's easier for like T-bogs and bar spins, and it keeps the bike a little bit more stable when I pinch. And the seat bolt is a S&M seat bolt, just a bog standard one. So last but not least, the rear wheel is a BSD Revolution Freecoaster hub RHD on a G-Sport Birdcage Rim with the rainbow double butted spokes again. This coaster is absolutely incredible because it still feels like a cassette, and I rode cassettes for pretty much all of my time I've been riding a BMX, and I've messed around on a couple of my mates' free coasters, and I was thinking of getting one, but I was still a bit reluctant. So I wanted one that kind of felt like both, and reading the reviews and stuff of the Revolution, people were saying it still felt like their cassettes and stuff. So I thought, you know what, let's give it a go, and I've never gone back because you can still do a lot of cassette tricks on it and coaster tricks, and that was a bit of me. And I highly recommend it if you're in kind of like the same boat. And the tyre is obviously, again, a BSD DonnaSqueek 2.25, and I'm running the same PSI at the back as I do with the front, so 75. And the last ones are my grinding, assisters. LL Cool Ron pegs. They're 150mm long in plastic, so you can't go wrong. Right guys, so that's been my 2025 bike check. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to put a little BMX edit at the end of this video. I do apologize in advance. They are in the shorts format, so they're upright. That's just because I've been pushing a lot of shorts recently, and I've just been getting into the zone, you know, just pushing this channel as far as I can, and the shorts was a good way of getting traction back. But I am going to record a lot more videos this year, whether that be trick challenges, edits, compilations, you know, all sorts and stuff, you know. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will put all of the parts down below and where to buy them if you guys are interested. And if I missed anything, which I might have done, you know, I haven't done this in a while, so you never know, I'll probably have missed it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace. Yeah!